You show up, you lift, you sweat, you go home, you call this training. But let me ask you a direct question. Are you training, or are you just exercising? There's a fundamental difference. Exercising is random. It's movement for the sake of movement. It burns calories. Training is different. Training has a target. But engineering is the system that guarantees you hit it. You engineer skyscrapers, you engineer software, you engineer financial models. Why are you leaving your own physical vessel, the single most important asset you will ever own, to random chance? You're confusing motion with progress. You're confusing sweat with results. Your system is broken. It's time to install a new one. This is the diagnosis. Your failure to build the physique you respect isn't a failure of effort. It's a failure of engineering. You treat the gym like a casino, pulling levers and hoping for a jackpot. You follow feelings. You do what's popular. You do what's easy, and you get random, mediocre results. This ends today. We are replacing your lottery ticket approach with an engineering blueprint. We are discarding motivation and installing a protocol, because motivation is a fleeting emotion. A protocol is an operational command. Feelings fail. Systems execute. The body isn't a mystery operator. It's a complex biological machine. It responds to precise inputs with predictable outputs. What you lack isn't willpower. It's a system. This isn't about getting fit. This is about a total diagnostic and rebuild of the architecture. This is about applying the non-negotiable laws of engineering to the iron, so you can apply them to your life. We will build a machine. The first law of engineering: you cannot build what you have not designed. You cannot achieve what you have not defined. Ambiguity is the enemy of execution. Imagine an architect showing up to a construction site with no blueprints. He tells the crew, just start building. Let's see what happens. Maybe a skyscraper, maybe a bungalow. Just move some dirt. He would be fired before lunch. Yet this is exactly how you walk into the gym. You walk in with a vague desire. I want to look better. Instead of a precise specification. You are the architect and the builder, and you are failing at both jobs. The mind requires a schematic. A vague goal creates a weak signal. Get stronger is a wish. Add 5 pounds to my squat every 2 weeks is a command. It's a data point. It's trackable. It's real. Your brain is a guidance system. It cannot lock onto a target that doesn't exist. When you define the target with mathematical precision, you unlock the psychological mechanism of autocorrection. You stop guessing, you start diagnosing. Why did I miss that lift? Was it sleep, nutrition, form? You become a problem solver, not a victim of your feelings. This clarity is the ultimate pre-workout. It cuts through all noise. It eliminates hesitation. When the blueprint is clear, the work is just the next logical step. You don't hope it works. You know the design is sound. Stop hoping. Start designing. And as we lay this first foundation, let's make a contract. This isn't passive entertainment. This is an active build. Hit the like button right now. Not for me, but as a digital seal. A conscious click that signifies your commitment to move from architect of ambiguity to engineer of execution. It's your first input into the new system. Do it. This is the mental shift from consumer to creator. In your career, you demand a project plan. You demand KPIs. You demand a P&L statement. You demand data. You must apply this same professional rigor to your own biology. The gym is your laboratory. The logbook is your data sheet. Every rep is an experiment. Every set is a data point. You are no longer just lifting weights. You are collecting data on the operating limits of your machine. This transforms the entire experience. It's no longer a chore. It's a high-stakes R&D project. And you are the lead engineer. Become the scientist. The second law: a structure is only proven sound when it is tested at its limits. The load is the architect. When engineers design a bridge, they don't just build it to hold the average amount of traffic. They build it to withstand the once-in-a-century storm. They run stress tests. They apply forces far beyond normal operation. They try to break it in the simulation so that it never breaks in reality. This is the entire function of the iron. The barbell is not your enemy. It is your diagnostic tool. It is the quality assurance test for your human hardware. You have been taught to fear failure, to fear the grind. This is a catastrophic software error. In engineering, failure is data. The moment the bar slows down, the moment your form almost breaks, the moment you hit the wall on the 10th rep, that is not failure. That is the system identifying its current boundary. It is the most valuable piece of information you can possibly acquire. It is the signal the body needs to initiate the protocol for adaptation. Without the stress test, there is no signal. Without the signal, there is no growth. You must seek the point of failure. You must hunt for the load that exposes the weakness. This is the difference between moving weight and commanding adaptation. You aren't just pushing steel. You are sending a biological email to your DNA demanding an upgrade. Send the signal. This is the principle of progressive overload. It is the most fundamental law, and it transfers directly. How do you learn to lead a team? By taking on the project that almost breaks you. How do you build a business? By solving the problem that everyone else says is impossible. The man who avoids stress in the gym is the same man who avoids responsibility at work. He is the man who stays in the comfort zone, and the comfort zone is a coffin. The iron teaches you to lean into the necessary stress, to see the load not as a threat, but as the tool for forging the next version of yourself. The muscle fiber must tear to be rebuilt stronger. You must be tested to be trusted. Hunt the load. The final law. The system's only purpose is its output. The physique is not the end goal. It is the engine that powers the true mission. You are building a high-performance vehicle, a Formula One car. You obsess over the engine, the aerodynamics, the materials. It is a masterpiece of engineering. But what is the purpose of that car? It is not to sit in a garage and be admired. It is built to win the race. The physique you are engineering is your vehicle. The race is your life. It's your career, your business, your family, your impact. This is the protocol of transfer. The discipline you build finding your 1-rep max is the exact same discipline you use to make one more sales call when you are tired. The resilience you forge grinding out the last set of squats is the exact same resilience you use to navigate a corporate restructuring or a market crash. The integrity you maintain by tracking every calorie is the exact same integrity that makes you the man who keeps his word. This is why we engineer. We are not building show muscle. We are building usable virtue. We are forging character traits in the fire of the forge. The iron is simply the most honest mirror we have. It does not care about your excuses. It does not respond to your good intentions. It only responds to the work. It is the ultimate auditor for your life. The gym is the proving ground. When you walk into a boardroom, people don't just see a suit. They feel the presence of a man who is in control of his own systems. They recognize the energy of someone who does not negotiate with weakness. This is the output. The confidence, the energy, the posture, the clarity of thought that only comes when your physical foundation is rock solid. You stop asking for respect and you start commanding it silently. The physique is just the physical artifact of a re-engineered mind. It's the proof of work. You are the proof. This is the system. Stop training. Start engineering. First, you build the blueprint. You replace ambiguity with the cold, hard logic of a design. You define the target. Second, you apply the stress test. You hunt the load using failure as data to command adaptation. You send the signal. Third, you execute the transfer protocol. You take the discipline forged in the iron, and you apply it directly to winning your race. This is the difference. The amateur trains, the professional engineers. He builds a system, and then he trusts the system to build him. The work is now simple. The path is clear, the decision has been made. So, enlist. If you are done with random chance and ready to install the protocol, subscribe to this channel. This is your new design team. This is the Legion of Engineers. And now, make your final pact. In the comments type, System Online. It's the final command. It's the switch you flip. The blueprint is in your hand. The materials are waiting. The inertia is broken. The session starts now.